I don't know about you, but Rigetti's got me happy this holiday. ¿Qué pasa, familia de dinero? I'm your host, Hot, you're a truck driver on a detour towards wealth, and I hope that you join us on the journey. And I want to say a huge shout out to all the new subscribers and old. We are growing, familia, to that 1000. Woo! Thank you so much for participating, and shout out to everybody that is joining the Discord January 1st. It's going to be Patreon exclusive, so get in where you fit in. Let's go ahead and do a real quick round that from everybody that has joined. We have Spartan 301, we have Adalaco, we have Arta, we have LSP, we have BMFT, we have James, we have Maverick, we have Swagger. Shout out to everybody that's joining the Discord. And if you're new to the channel, I'd ask nothing from you, not to like, not to comment, not to subscribe. Rather sit back. Hopefully you enjoy what you get in this video, and if you feel obliged to stick around, well, wouldn't we just love to have you? Oh, it'd be so... Oh yes, it would. Now we're gonna be going over Rigetti. It's been a delicious spaghetti that I can't...
So good and tasty.
And you know, are we going to see it rise? We had an individual that bought in around the $2 level, sold at the 12. Is it possible that we might see a decline? Well, the news that came out just kind of says it looks like we gonna keep going. We're gonna review that all and more. Without further ado, let's head on over to Rigetti and its stock chart. Okay, Seeking Alpha, what you got for me? 16.97% on the day, and we were very bullish earlier on during the day, right before market open. It was just on an absolute tear. Then all of a sudden around 11 o'clock, it decided to go down. We did have some economic data, which before we continue, I definitely have to say, welcome, Familia de Dinero. There's a free ebook open for you, and we already had plenty of signups. Discord got it first. This free ebook kind of goes over my lessons learned while being an investor. I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I a crystal ball, but this will sign you up not only for the free ebook, but the newsletter that I put out every Sunday. The first one just went out this past Sunday. It only covers economic data, my thoughts, and a stock that I haven't covered on the channel. So make sure to go ahead and get it. It's free. Come on. Okay, so back to it. 5-day, we are down 5%. So take that into consideration. We last week on the 18th, we were at 1244 on our way to 13. But for the 1 month, we are up 275. 6 month, 1,036, and then we have 1,012 for the year to date. So congratulations if anybody's been in this area right here. The $1 level, 90 cents, man. I wish I knew about it at 90 cents. If you've been in that level, let me know. So we also have bullish news that came out, and I do have to say, if you have a low attention span, I hope that you stick around for this, because this information is vital if you're an investor within Rigetti. But Rigetti Computing launches 84-qubit Anaka 3 system. Hopefully I'm saying that right. You know, Rigetti, if you come out with a YouTube video, I checked your channel, no video, but hopefully you guys do with this new 84-qubit Anaka 3 system. Achieves 99.5 median 2-qubit gate fidelity milestone. So this first paragraph, it is important if you guys want to check it out. The link will be, of course, down in the description and the works cited. But the Anaka 3 will be available via Rigetti Quantum Cloud Services and will launch on Amazon, Bracket, and Microcloud. Excuse me, I said Microcloud. Oh God. Microsoft Azure in Q1 2025. The system operates with median gate times of 72 nanoseconds of iSwap gate and 56 nanoseconds of FSIM gate. With approximately 225 million in cash and investments, Rigetti plans to release a 36 qubit system mid 2025 and a 100 qubit system by end of 2025. Both target 2x reduction in error rates. You can read this positive and negative on your own time, but that is bullish news. We also have Yahoo stating the same thing from Guru Focus, and if we check on the website, it is a news release that they have released today on the 23rd, 2 days before Christmas for some. We do have a new 144 filing form that was filed, and this was filed today, and it is going to be Piper Sandler & Co. I went over this before. If you're unfamiliar with Piper Sandler, it is a leading investment bank connecting capital with opportunity since 1895, and they have quite a substantial position within the company. So for it to be sold, it is something where I'm not too worried about. I'm not nail biting or anything, but they did sell about 233,423 shares. So these stock options are exercised in nature of payment cash. Securities sold during the past 3 months. Like I said, we covered this before. They have one on November, one on the December, one on again in December, and another one December. So they're selling. This is, I think, the highest that they sold, being 233,423. But let's go ahead and get to my thoughts, shall we? First and foremost, I want to say happy holidays to everybody out there. What is your thoughts when it comes down to Rigetti? Do you think it's a long-term play? And if so, what is your entry and where do you think it will go to? Let me open up and say, hopefully you signed up for the newsletter. Like I said, you'll get economic data that's going to be released ahead of time, so there is no surprises in the market like this week. We haven't seen the SPY or anything go back to its high highs, but there are a few catalysts I go over in the newsletter as to why. But let's get back to Rigetti. When it comes down to Rigetti, I do believe that it can possibly in the next 20 years become a $1 trillion company. So let's go ahead and go back to the chart. Concurrently, the market cap is $2.6 billion, right? And if you believe in quantum or the space of quantum, that we already went over exactly what makes Rigetti computing special, and also D-Wave special, but more so Rigetti. They operate more so on the healthcare side of things, if I'm not wrong. And I do think that the healthcare side of quantum is going to be very important within the next 20 years. Now, concurrently, I'm reading a book, and I read a book while I'm in the gym. So I do like 2 pages after every rep. But I'm reading a book, Sam Walton's Made in America. And if you guys haven't read the book or haven't even seen or heard of it, I highly advise it. It's a down-to-earth read, but it is the building of Walmart. You might be asking, what the heck? I'm on concurrently the part in the book where they talk about making Walmart a public, from private to public company. And they talked about how the earlier investors in this company had they got in at a very cheap price. Now they're millionaires, right? Of course, I mean, it's Walmart, but you wouldn't know what you don't know at that time. So when it comes down to Rigetti, I do believe this is a company where you can buy in low at 1096, then we get a few splits in the future, and to me I look at it as a long-term play. Quantum computing is a major component when it comes down to the infrastructure of the new technology in the future. I mean, it's going to be needed for robots in order to not only work on the old bit system, but more of a if they have to process something, they do it all at once. They don't have to rely on a bunch of ones and zeros at a slower speed. Quantum does simultaneously act all the actions in one, if that kind of makes sense. We went over it before, but it speeds the process up. And so I think that right now quantum has already been on a substantial move. Where will we see it in 2025 if they hit the targets that they had made? I think Rigetti potentially could get to the $20-30 region mid-year of 2025, maybe even sooner. But again, I like to err on the side of caution. But the speed and rate that we're going, we do need a couple of consolidation moves in order to get, some structure, some support lines. Right now, where I see support is around the $7 area. So if we were to buckle down, yeah, it's the $7.50 areas where we kind of bounced after the crash on December 18th. But what do you guys think? Let me know. I mean, we're familia de dinero, so you know, this is a conversation. It's not just about me. I present you guys the stocks. Of course, I invested, took the risk, and if you guys started from the beginning with me, you should be up substantial amount of money. But of course, it's all about the level. Would I invest at this level? Not a financial advisor, nor am I a crystal ball, and I can't. And this is not financial advice. But would I buy at $11? I would potentially wait until I see the $9, $8 level. If I don't see it for at least a week or two, I might just buy in. Not that many, but I've already bought in. I am going to see the new support levels as we grow. And of course, I like to grow with it. So I'll be buying. Discord will have all that information, and I will catch all of you familia de dinero in the next one. Peace and adios.